Hey y'all, welcome to the Realm Studio. I'm Paula Richey and this is, I don't know what this is anymore. Let's see, this is Clip Studio Paint EX, which I'm working in. I've done some pencils, sort of, in blue, and I was just about to get started on inks. So let me finish getting set up here. I have a headset on this time, so instead of the mic. So at some point I will actually listen to myself doing these things and get around to comparing how they are. So, good news about the kittens. Only 2 still need homes now. So that's good. And it's the 2 orange ones. I was naming all the orange ones Naruto, but maybe we could name one Goose. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie. I don't know if that would be a good thing or not. So tonight's going to be a shorter stream because I still have a few things left to get done. And I'm also still kind of working out exactly what I want to do with the inks on this piece. I am open for commissions. My website is www.otherrealmstudio.com, and I also have a comic coming out, which you can actually look for on my website. I think it says shop at the top of it in the navigation bar. So I have been working on it, trying to make it a little bit easier to navigate my website according to what you want to find there. So I have my portfolio. I have sign up for a newsletter. And I also have, let's see, links to my Zazzle store and the products that I have there. Which I do try and put my designs up on, fun and useful projects on Zazzle. And let's see, what else do I have going on? My comics have not arrived yet, but they should be here any day. So I'm so excited. I had them printed through Alterna Comics printer partnership program, which they do single issues of newsprint comics, brand new newsprint comics for very reasonable costs, and it's all really interesting and unique stories, well written, and they really suit the media. And they also have a program where they will charge you a nominal fee, like $50 for a pre-press, and then pretty much the cost of printing um, to get your comic on their print runs. Which is a lot cheaper than going with the print-on-demand places. And it costs the same for color as for black and white. And also the newsprint is very cool, very retro. And with the new coloring techniques and with the new printing techniques, all kinds of coloring looks really good on it. I'm really impressed. I got to see a little bit of it on Alterna Comics podcast. Well, not podcast. On their YouTube channel, and I didn't get to see that one live. I think I was on here. So I'm going to have to finish watching that one. But just watching part of the recording for it just about made me cry because I was so excited to see my work. And you can get 500 copies of your comic made for under $400, and that's printed and delivered. So that's a huge deal. And it really means a lot to me that I was able to take advantage of this program and have my comic made so that I could have the story. I don't need archival quality paper for the story. Maybe I'll do like a trade paperback edition and compile it all into one very nice graphic novel type deal someday. But I don't need that for right now. Right now I need to get my issues done. And newsprint makes it possible. So that's really exciting for me. So I don't have the best pencils going on here. And I probably don't really have the greatest inks either. I'm changing my mind about a lot of this as I'm going. But this is an experiment. I'm carrying on an idea that I had several years ago. And it just seems appropriate to do it now, again. Because the first time I drew it, it was with blue ballpoint pen on copy paper, so. It's good to revisit things occasionally. Yeah, not too often. Because once you actually finish something for good, then you need to get on with, the rest of your life. And, whoops, went a little far there. yeah, get on with the rest of your life and do your other projects. But I never did consider this one finished, so I will finish it today. Well, probably not today, but this year. Also, it's really good for me to get in the practice, uh, getting used to the touch sensitivity on my pad. So you can see that I'm leaving the brush size at 60, and it kind of gives a more genuine ink blot feeling to my smaller lines because I'm creating them with the pressure sensitivity rather than swapping back and forth, going to a small thing when I want a smaller line. It's a much more natural transition. It just takes a lot of practice. Let's see. So I do want the heavy blacks in this piece to follow the line of the body and accentuate it as it curves down and around. So I am going to have to watch that on my smaller screen, little navigator box up here. And I can't really stay far away from the blacks. You have to do your deep dark shadows for contrast, especially when you're doing something metallic, which is what this is meant to be. Yeah, a little banged up, but still chrome. So yeah, I want to adjust this line a little bit. So I was not feeling well earlier this week. So I missed one of these streams. Yesterday's? Tuesdays? I don't know. But yeah, I just wasn't feeling good. I couldn't do it. Yeah. by the time I thought about what time it was already kind of late. So I did kind of end up skipping out, and I'm sorry. I know I do have a few people who look forward to seeing my art, even if it is kind of weird. Alright, there's autosave. Something I kind of always have to watch out for, because if I don't pay attention when there's a little bit of lag, something's going to happen. Let's see. I also need to come down here on this side of the mountain and make sure I differentiate my textures between the rock and the robot. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing a painting style on this one, or more of the cell shading, or not. Hey Jerryberry 180, how you doing? It's good to see you stop by again. Yeah, this is going to have to be another shorter stream. Ah, that's good to hear. Because I still have a few things left to, few miles left to go before I sleep, you know? I still need to fix a lunch and pack it up for tomorrow. So, this is an immense android who one day, a millennia ago, had just a really horrible day. But it's fine now. She has a new career as an oracle. I'm actually pretty pleased with that line. Ah, I drew that one. Alright. And I'm less pleased with that one. No, wait. It works better than my sketch. Uh, the end of the month. Your birthday. Oh, shoot. I know some people. And I didn't say happy birthday on Facebook. I'm sorry, Aunt Madonna. So, what's tomorrow then? I know it's not Independence Day yet. Happy almost birthday. I could tell from your tone of voice that that must be it. I should probably be redoing these stick people before I go ahead and ink them. But I don't know. Do I have the patience for that? I don't like that line. No. So I'm kind of hoping that uh, I'll be able to do like uh, not tutorials. Goodness knows I'm not that good, but work in progress streams of animation soon-ish. I don't want to tackle too much before I get around to, or before I get to send off my comics to the people that ordered them. So yeah, I'm in here trying really hard to practice using a light touch and getting some more natural variations in my lines, and eh, it worked out so good in my head. Uh, Not sure how it's going now anymore. So let's see, this is gonna carry down here. Don't need that. Don't need that. I don't know how to make my computer stop popping up random email notifications. That's Windows 10. It's weird like that. That was more difficult than I wanted it to be. Hey Deborah, how you doing? Let's see. I'm pretty excited that Restream.io, which takes my live stream and sends it to everywhere I have an account, has fixed the problem with Facebook. So now I can actually see when people comment on Facebook now. That was great. If you were here for my last couple, I was not ignoring you. Just couldn't see anything for a bit. That's good to hear. Um, yeah, I heard on the radio that there was a traffic accident on the road between 86 and River Road, and I said, "Oh, I know that neighborhood." It's weird because I've lived here long enough to where it took me a second to realize exactly where. I may need to keep thinking this over. So I think the proportions are a little bit odd on this hand, but that may just be because of the foreshortening. So yeah, I think I'm going to give this about 5 more minutes and then I've got to finish up stuff around here. I've been running so far behind. But today I did all the laundry, every last bit of laundry. So that since I finished all the laundry, I've only found half a load. I'm still going to claim that as a win. There goes autosave again. Now looking at my really bad initial sketch for this, I am not quite sure what my plan was for these knuckles. I guess that actually shows the other side of them. Because if they're going to bend, then it's going to be this side that's going to be open. So yeah, I did this thing where I had this whole plan worked out, and I'm gonna launch my animated series. I'll just do the work myself, and at 4 a.m. when you're half asleep, that you just can't get all the way asleep, and you make these grandiose plans. And now I have no idea how I'm gonna do it. For real. Things were simpler at 4 a.m. But that's probably going to be my next project on here, is doing possibly some scenery, some background art, try and work out how to do the settings. So then I'll change my title name to, well, actually, I don't even have a plan for what I'll change it to, but I'll probably mention something about the background for an animated series. Let me see. Okay, so this is about as much time as I have to spend on this tonight, but I appreciate you coming by. Thank you for keeping me company. You can always look me up on my website, www.otherrealmstudio.com, and I'm open for commissions. I can do illustrations, covers. I'm still not exactly thrilled about my sequential art. So Yeah. If you need sequential art, though, I can always put out a call for you because I do know some people who are really excellent. Let's see, this is an example of my inking, which I'm still working on my style here. But I also do coloring, and you can see my portfolio on my website. So, yeah, I'd appreciate it if you'd stop by and possibly even sign up for the newsletter. Oh, let's see. I think I can do this a little faster with the bucket. Ta-da! All right, let's back out of this so you can take a look. Where's the view? Okay, there it is. So, yeah, that's not bad for the amount of inking I was able to do in a short session. But I gotta go finish up my other stuff in the rest of my life. All right, good night, Deborah. And good night, Jerryberry180 over on Twitch. And I'll see y'all in the other realm.